evening, everyone. Today, our topic is linear regression. So, what do we mean by linear regression? First of all, linear regression is a part of supervised machine learning. Okay, supervised machine learning is a well-trained machines that we have both the inputs and the outputs. And now, let us see what do you mean by linear regression. It is just a fundamental stated method in the relationship between the dependent variable that we predict what the dependent variable is and one or more independent variables. Okay, like there is one dependent variable and more than one or more independent variable. What do we use to predict? Okay, by fitting the best straight line and on the plane, like here you can see uh, here you can see like this. Okay, by fitting the best plane line that is to your data, and it helps to understand trends and forecast future values. That even helps us to understand trends and forecast the future values. Okay, now here we have how linear regression works. It is very simple that how linear regression works. First of all, it identifies the variable, the dependent and the independent variable, and then second, it plots the data in x values and y values in vertical axis and in horizontal axis. Okay, and then finding the line of best fitting line. Okay, then it just finds the best fitting line for our provided input. Okay, and the equation we have is y equals to mx plus b. Okay, now let us see let us see some codings in linear regressions topic. Okay, first of all, you have to open Google Colab and then switch to files and new notebook and drive. Okay, here um, Google Colab, we will use this for coding because it helps to make coding very easy. Okay, first we will select text, delete this cell. Okay, delete. Now here we have cell. Yeah, we'll be writing linear regression in it. Okay, 5 asterisks, 1 2 3 4 5 asterisks, then linear regression. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, shift enter. Okay, done. Now what we will do for data like getting linear regression, we need some of the libraries of Python. Okay, we will be code here by using Python. So like we will be using NumPy, Matplot, okay, pandas. Okay, and for the data set we will be using iris data set. Okay, um, like you will just search iris data set in Google, so you will get here. Okay, these are the data sets, and now we will be importing it here. Okay, so first of all, let's start. We will be importing. Okay, import numpy snp. You know, numpy is used for what? Numerical data. Okay, then next will be numerical calculation. We will be importing what? Matplot library as plt. Okay, and then next for the data sets. Okay, what we will be using scalar. It is a huge data set in which there are several multiple data sets kept in it. Okay, so just we will be using from sk dot dataset name data sets. Okay, here we have written what? Import which dataset we are taking, this dataset. Then next we will be importing what? Pandas are used for what? Graphical representations. Okay, so it is also a Python library, pandas as well. Okay, then next we will be importing, like again we have to use what? sklearn for model selection. Okay, for training, testing and splitting the model we will be using from sklearn. Okay, dot selecting model selection. Here we have import train test. Okay, we are doing it in a linear regression, so we need that linear model for it. So here we have used from sklearn linear model import linear regression. Okay, now if we want it in a matrix format, so we can eventually import here. Okay, from sklearn matrices import matrix confusion. First of all, we will be just using our confusion matrix, okay, and classification report for our table calculations and for report formation. Okay, classification report. Then, so let us run it. Just wait, it takes little time. Okay, it's done. Okay, then next. Here we have taken what we have here loaded iris dataset. Okay, and here we have train tested split the model, linear regression model selection and mixes. Till now we will be just copying our this iris dataset. Okay, here we are loading. Now you know that iris is iris is a function, so we break it, shift it. Now you can see here the dataset we are having here, this 5.1 sepal and sepal and vector. You can see here 5.1, 3.5, 1.4, 0.2 here. So we are having this here as well. See 5.1, 3.5 like this in, but this is in which format? It is in a array format. Okay, we are having this on which format? Array format. So what we will be doing is we will be changing this format in which form? In table format like this. Okay, so first of all here just we are defining iris variable equals to what? Load iris dataset. Shift enter. Here we have given the variable name. Now for the table formation, what we needed? We needed pandas. Now what we will be doing? Pandas. Here we have the hints, data frame, and which data we will be taking? Iris data here. This data we have given what name? Iris. So pd dot data frames what? Iris data. Now we have this in row format and column format. There are several rows and columns, so let's just give a format like this. There are total 150 rows and 4 columns here. It's a huge data set, so just like that. Okay. We will be what we will be doing, just giving it another variable name equals to, like copying this, like just here, copy. Now just paste here. Okay, I have given the variable name. Done. Now what we need is, like, if we want, what we want, let's see, agar हम if we will be printing the of here, what it is to show like this. See, is here all the data are in now in df format. We will be just hiding our outputs like this. Okay, it looks too long. Now simply if we needed first 5 datas or last 5 datas of our data set, what we will be doing, just df dot head from where our first 5 data set will be printing. Like see, we have the first 5 that will be like in head, df dot head, and for the tail, df dot tail for last 5 rows. Okay, we have this. You can see this last 5 and first 5. Okay, now what we will be doing, we need the data in x and y format. Okay, so in the x we will be putting what? X equals to iris dot data. All the data will be in what? X axis, and y equals to what? Iris dot target. Okay, what it is? Iris target. Then shift enter. The x axis here, what you can see, this the x axis is for data and the targets are in y axis. Okay, so we have just given that to the model. Now what we will be doing, that x train, we have to train our model. So x train comma x test, then y train y test. Okay, and we'll be giving some size here, x train x train. Then here the very first we have imported this one, model selection train test split. So we will be just putting it here, train test, and then x and y axis what we have given here, can eventually give it 3 or 2 something, whatever of your choice. Okay, now just run the cell, shift enter, done. Okay, now we have to, what we have to give the model. What is the our model? Linear regression. So just linear regression model means what? Our linear regression. We have given it, it's a function, it is done. Now we have to do what? We have to fit the train test one in model. So what we will be doing, just model dot fit for what? Comparison of like x and y train test. We just writing, so what we will be getting, like this linear regression model is being trained. Now it's time to predict the of what our model is being trained or not. Okay, so first of all, checking here model detect x test is giving the values that how much our model is being predicting the values, how much it is being trained. Okay, so what we will next for the x model predict how much it's being tested. So x done. So here we have it is being tested here. The difference between getting the test and for y also we'll be checking. So model predict y train. We are checking how much y is trained. What gives us something? Oh, sorry. Like it's just checking x. We can check one more thing. Model score. How much is being model performance? So we have x train. Here we get it. How much score is being trained and now at how much score it's being tested. Just simply write it down like this. Test comma test. Okay, so here we get how the model has been trained and how we can import the data here. Okay, and it's being, we have set it the data targeted. Okay, then again we have tested it and took the ratio of 70/30 or something like that. Then here the linear regression we have given, again we